We're here today with the all-new MotorGuide Tour Pro trolling motor, the long-awaited new trolling motor from MotorGuide. I just got mine the other day, took it out of the box, laid it out. We're going to check out everything that's in the box and some of the cool features. So let's take a look at it. The first thing you're going to notice with this trolling motor is the head of the motor. This head of the motor houses the Pinpoint GPS system, and this is the first true cable steer trolling motor with GPS features. And what that means is there's actually steering cables running through the foot pedal controlling the steering, and you have GPS features such as anchor mode and heading lock. There are no external components to install in this motor, which is nice. You just give it power and it's good to go once it's installed. You don't have external pucks. Everything is housed in this head unit here. So that's a really nice feature. It's nice and simple. This particular motor is a 45-inch, 109-pound thrust trolling motor. There is an optional selection I made for the Unviversal HD Plus sonar. You can get it with or without this sonar, Unviversal HD Plus sonar. I like to have the built-in sonar. Keeps it clean, no transducers, no cables around the shaft, so that's great. The next thing you're going to notice here on this motor is this red spring. This is the 360 breakaway system. This will absorb any impacts. You hit a rock, you hit a stump, you hit a dock, you bump into a riprap, whatever it may be when you're fishing shallow. That's just a nice feature to have so you don't break your motor and ruin your day fishing. We get down to this foot pedal here. This foot pedal, it's a metal foot pedal, which is nice. No more plastic flexing or twisting in rough conditions, or just not feeling as solid as you want it to. It's nice and solid, nice solid metal. Here's the anchor mode GPS feature I mentioned earlier. This is my #1 and favorite GPS feature of this motor. You hit this button here, and that Pinpoint GPS system is going to hold your boat in the current position. So you hook a fish, you get to the perfect spot where you want to fish, you hit this anchor mode button, and you're going to sit there and do everything you need to do. And it really helps improve your fishing. The next button here is the heading lock button. What the heading lock button does is it maintains your current compass heading. And so you're going along in a direction, you hit the heading lock button, it's going to continue you in that direction. You can control the speed. So if you're going down a weed line, a brake line, one of the most popular things we use it for up here is trolling for walleyes. I get the boards out, I get headed in the right direction, I hit the heading lock button, and then all I have to do is control the speed. It's going to keep me going straight, and those boards aren't going to get tangled. It's really great for that. The mount is nice and solid. It's mostly metal mount. It's really rigid and solid. You're not going to have any issues with it. It just feels like you want it to feel. One of the cool things I noticed first is this new latching system. There's no more pins. I used to have issues with pins periodically and some of the old mount styles and designs, but this is a really smooth latching system that really makes stowing and deploying and just everything a lot easier. Let's get in. There's 2 bags of accessories that come in the box. Let's get into some of those items here now since we're talking about the mount. This gas shock goes on the mount during the installation. That is part of the 0G lift assist system, and that really is a cool system. It feels almost weightless when you're stowing and deploying this motor. It really saves your back. I've had back issues in the past, so I really can appreciate that. Another cool feature of this mount is the steel cable pull cord. A lot of these used to come with rope, and I used to upgrade to steel cables, and like a lot of us did. It just comes with it already, so another cool feature. Another item for the mount that's in this other accessory bag here is the bounce buster bar. This bar, it's metal bar. It's nice and solid, nice and rigid. It's not going to bend or flex. Cool thing I like about it when the motor's deployed and you install it, there's a channel that it slips into right there, so it looks kind of cool when you got the motor in the water and it stays out of the way. It doesn't stick out like some of the other designs. So here is the next accessory. This is the remote. and the reference card that I keep with the remote in the boat. You know, it shows you how to use the remote and some of the codes on the back and things like that. I really like using this remote more than I thought I would. One of the cool things you can do with this remote, in addition to, there's a jog feature, which when you're in anchor mode, you can move left, right, and it just moves you a few feet in each direction. So say you hit the anchor mode and you want to move a little bit to the left, but you don't want to reset the boat, you just hit the jog left. There's also some additional functionality when you connect this trolling motor to your fish finders. So there's a lot that goes into this remote. I don't quite know it all yet, but I'm learning and learning new features every day. So it's kind of fun to explore. My favorite feature so far is the foot pedal tension adjustment. There is a code that you use on the remote to program the foot pedal to a foot pedal tension from a level 1 to a level 5. So depending on your preference. Now I move around some, so if I'm wearing boots or if I'm in rough water, I'll run on a level 4. But if I'm fishing in calm conditions or flip-flops, I may want to run a level 3. So there's something for everybody with 5 different levels of foot pedal tension. So pretty cool feature. It also comes with the new Katana Prop. This prop is particularly good in shallow weeds and heavy vegetation. It almost looks like the tips of it are missing, but that's by design. It just doesn't grab the weeds as much as traditional propeller would, and it really saves you a lot of time from having to clean, especially when you're fishing heavy mats and you're having to clean the trolling motor every once in a while. It really saves you from doing that. So it's a cool new propeller design. It definitely has its time and place, so check it out. As I mentioned before, there's a NMEA connector tee. These trolling motors can be integrated with your current fish finder, so there's a lot of additional features that are available when you connect it to your fish finder's NMEA network. So pretty cool. It also includes some additional mounting hardware. It includes all the mounting hardware you're going to need to mount to the boat for most applications. It comes with some nuts and bolts and some isolator washers, which is cool because a lot of this stuff I used to have to buy on my own, but now that it comes with it, it's pretty cool. Then along those same lines is a prop nut. I used to upgrade to a nylon lock nut for my prop on the lower unit. Now it comes with it, so just another thing you don't have to worry about. Now we have a few more accessories here that we didn't get to. There's a strap for the trolling motor mount. This strap, there is actually a channel in the mount that this threads through, and it will keep your motor secure when the motor is stowed and you're running the big motor and you're running around the lake. So always a good idea to have that strap on there whenever you're running around the lake. These additional clips go along the side of the mount for any cables or wiring or anything you may have running up and down the mount. So just another cool thing to have. One of the reasons I chose this motor was that it's a true cable steer trolling motor. And I mentioned some of the reasons before with the GPS feature, and I like the feel of a true cable steer. But one of the benefits I've noticed with this is with the forward-facing sonar, this cable steering is so much smoother than any of the fly-by-wire steering that I've used, that it gives you that much of a smoother picture with that forward sonar. I like to pan around, I like to look around, but while you're looking, you've got to maintain the correct speed and you've got to be super smooth with it. So that this motor is a true cable steer really helps me do that and find some more fish. So I've been a cable steer guy my whole fishing career, so I was reluctant to change. Now I don't have to sacrifice to get these new GPS features I was looking for. So it was worth the wait, I will say that. And I really am happy with this motor. So can't wait to get this one on the water, and happy fishing. We'll see ya. Thanks.